My precious one, listen closely. There are moments in life that are not ordinary. They are holy, set apart, written in the scroll of eternity before you ever breathed your first breath. This is one of those moments. Heaven is leaning in right now. The air is heavy with his presence. There is a stirring in the unseen realm. Angels are moving between dimensions. Portals are opening. The alignment in the heavens has been set for you, but the window is small. Before midnight tonight, you must decide. This is not a casual choice. This is the turning point of your entire destiny. I feel it so strong, as though time itself has paused, holding its breath, waiting for your yes. The Creator of the stars has ordered every step to bring you here. Every heartbreak, every delay, every unanswered prayer, all leading to this divine invitation. Put him first, not second. Not when it's convenient. Not after you've tried everything else. Now, before the clock strikes 12, place him on the throne of your life and watch the chains fall. Watch the impossible bend to his command. The heavens are aligned in your favor, but alignment without action passes like the wind. You cannot wait. You cannot negotiate with eternity. The Spirit is moving. I see it like rivers of light rushing toward you, ready to overtake your life with favor, with healing, with provision. But the door will not stay open forever. Say yes, all in, no halfway surrender, no turning back. Because when the sun rises after tonight, those who chose him first will walk in a new season. And those who didn't will know they missed the hour of visitation. The choice is yours, and the time is almost gone. The heavens are aligned, but the window is closing before midnight tonight. Do you feel it? The weight in the air, the trembling in your spirit. It is not your imagination. The very atmosphere is shifting. Heaven's clock is ticking, yet, and the hands are moving faster than you think. Yet, I see it as a great celestial gate, gleaming with light not of this world, suspended over your life. Behind it, streams of glory, blessings untold, answers to prayers you've almost forgotten you prayed. But the gate is not forever open. The hinges are turning even now. And every tick of the clock draws it closer to shutting. The angels are at their posts. They have been assigned to your name, carrying scrolls written in fire, promises with your destiny etched in golden letters. But those scrolls will not be delivered into hands that hesitate. Heaven does not wait for indecision. Before midnight, there must be a step, a turning, a laying down of every idol, every false refuge, every distraction. Before midnight, yet you must crown him king over every corner of your heart, not just the places you feel safe giving him. The stars above are not where they are by accident. Creation itself is bending toward this moment. The seas are holding their breath. The winds are hushed, as though all of nature knows something is about to shift, something eternal, and still the clock ticks, and still the window narrows. Think of the ark in the days of Noah. The door was open. The invitation was spoken. The animals moved in obedience. But when the appointed time came, the door was shut, not by man's hand, but by God's. And when it shut, no cry, no knock, no desperate plea could open it again. This is that kind of moment. You are standing before the door. You are standing beneath the open heavens, and the Spirit is saying, move now. Step through now. Do not wait for more signs. Do not wait for more comfort. The alignment you feel is your sign. The rest will come after your obedience. I see fire falling on altars, some built long ago, others being built in trembling hands right now. Those who bring their whole selves, without reserve, will see the fire consume every remnant of the past, that has held them captive. They will rise with new authority, new clarity, new purpose. But those who turn away, those who hesitate until after the midnight hour, will feel the shift in the wind and know it has passed them by. Do you understand the holiness of this hour yet? Portals between heaven and earth are not always open. This one has been ordered in the courts of eternity for you, for your house, for your bloodline. What you decide tonight will echo for generations. And yet it is simple. It is not complicated. Lay it down. All of it. The bitterness, the secret sins, the control you cling to in fear. Lay it on the altar and step back. Watch him take it, burn it, and give you beauty for ashes. But you must do it before the night's last breath, before the clock's final strike, yet. Because when the heavens shift to their next assignment, when the alignment breaks, it will not return in this form again. The Spirit is hovering now over your home, over your mind, over the deepest part of you that even you have avoided. He is searching for one thing, your yes, not a partial yes, not a maybe later, yes, and all in yes. The river is swelling. I can see it in the Spirit, light cascading like water, rushing faster, gathering power. Yet, those who step in before the tide peaks will be swept into miracles beyond human reasoning. Provision will come from directions you never imagined. Doors will open where there were no walls. Healing will manifest without explanation. But those who stand on the shore, arms crossed, waiting for certainty, they will watch it pass, unable to call it back. Do you think heaven will plead with you forever? No, heaven calls, you answer. Or you lose the call, look up. The sky is telling the story. 1,000 points of light, each placed by his hand, forming a map that leads to this hour. He has written this moment in the constellations. He has whispered it in the turning of the earth. The entire cosmos is leaning toward your decision. And yet, still, the clock ticks. Before midnight tonight. That is all you have. Do not trade eternal reward for a temporary comfort. Do not let distractions steal what destiny has prepared. There are seasons that can be recovered, but there are hours that, once gone, are gone forever. This is your hour, and the door is open, but it will not be open long. Step through. Now, all in, forever changed. Because when the sun rises after tonight, the story will already be written. And you will live in the chapter you chose. Every delay and heartbreak has led to this divine invitation. Not one tear was wasted. Not one silent night, staring into the darkness, went unnoticed. Every unanswered prayer you thought heaven forgot was a seed. And now the soil has broken open, and the sprout is pushing through. I see it, like a tapestry woven with threads of gold and scarlet. Every moment you thought was random was a deliberate stitch. Every season of loss was a line in a story you could not yet read. And now, the pages are turning faster. You thought the delays meant denial, but they were divine rearrangements. Heaven was shifting pieces you could not see. The heartbreaks were not punishments, they were protections. Yet, he closed doors because what waited behind them would have destroyed you. And now, here you stand. Before the doorway he has been preparing since the foundation of the world. Before midnight tonight, you must decide. Will you step in yet? Or will you stand still, staring at the ruins of the past, unable to believe that this could be your appointed hour? There are angels holding back tides of darkness, just long enough for you to walk through this threshold. They have orders with your name written on them, sealed in heavenly ink. But the moment the clock strikes its final note, they will move on to their next assignment. I see the divine invitation like a scroll glowing in the air, hovering before you. Written in fire are the words, "Come." And yet, it cannot remain open-ended. This is not a choice for next week, next month, or when you feel ready. This is a summons for now. Do you hear the sound? It is the rumble of chariots in the distance. The King is coming down the path. His banner over you is love, but his pace is swift. If you are not ready when he arrives, you will not catch him once he passes. Your delays brought you here. Your heartbreak positioned you. Every detour was a divine compass turning your feet toward this intersection of time and eternity. But intersections require movement. Stand still too long, and the moment will close like the petals of a night flower. Before midnight. That is all you have. Yet, I see your life like a vessel at the edge of a rushing river. You have been anchored in still waters, not knowing why the current called to you, but never carried you. And now the anchor has been loosed. The river is swelling. The Spirit is the current. It will take you exactly where you were created to go, but only if you let go before the hour strikes 12. Do not be like Lot's wife, looking back at what was burning, longing for what was meant to end. The cities of your past are in ashes. The doors you once prayed to reopen are now sealed by his mercy. Your future is not there. It is here. It is now. Every delay was a setup for this divine collision. Heaven's timing is not late. It is perfect. But heaven's timing will not wait forever. Yet, you must move while the alignment is in your favor. You must step while the Spirit's wind is at your back. There is a grace now that will not be here tomorrow. The ground beneath you is holy, but only for this moment. Lay it all down. The fear, the bitterness, the reasons you think you can't. Lay it at his feet and walk forward empty, handed, so he can fill your hands with what he has prepared. I see a vision of oil being poured out. A golden stream from heaven's throne, flowing freely toward you. It is provision. It is healing. It is answers you have sought for years. But the oil is moving. It will not stay in one place. You must step into the stream while it passes your way. And still, the clock ticks. Every heartbeat is one less moment. Every breath is one step closer to the midnight line. Will you miss the hour because you are still rehearsing the pain of the past? Or will you honor the pain by letting it become the launching point for your destiny? There is a holy urgency in this. It is not the urgency of fear, but of destiny calling you by name. This is the sound of heaven saying, now or never. Step in before the night is spent. Step in before the window closes. Because once the hands of heaven's clock strike 12, the alignment will break, and the next season will begin, whether you are in it or not. The delays are over. The heartbreak is redeemed. The invitation is in your hands, and the time is almost gone. Putting God first unlocks supernatural chains and blessings. It is not a slogan. It is not a pretty phrase for a page in your journal. It is the key. The master key that turns in the lock of heaven's treasury and opens what no man can shut. When you place him first, not one of many, not a piece of your heart, but the center of your being, everything shifts. I see chains breaking in the unseen realm, yet I hear the metallic snap as links that have bound you for years fall to the ground. These are not just emotional chains. These are generational chains, chains that held your family for decades, chains that kept you repeating the same cycle over and over. Heaven has been waiting for your alignment. Because when your heart comes into full submission, portals open. The blessing doesn't trickle. It floods. It rushes in like a tidal wave of glory, unstoppable, uncontainable. But listen to me. This is not about putting him first when it feels easy. Yet, this is not about giving him the leftovers after you've spent your energy, your time, your thoughts on everything else. This is about the first thought in the morning, the first word on your lips, the first choice in every decision. It's about giving him the first breath after this one. Before midnight tonight, heaven is looking for the ones who will reorder their lives completely. The ones who will dethrone every counterfeit god, fear, ambition, relationships, even their own plans, and enthrone the king. Do you know what happens when he is first? Doors open where there were no doors. Wells spring up in deserts. Storms that have raged for years suddenly go silent. There is a holy acceleration that comes upon you. What would have taken 10 years takes 10 days, because his favor runs ahead of you. I see the chains like serpents coiled around ankles and wrists, slithering away in defeat as light pierces the darkness. I see prison doors swinging open of their own accord. I see angels walking you out into a wide and spacious place, the air fresh with freedom. But the blessing is not just escape. It is overflow. It is not only chains falling off, it is crowns being placed on heads. It is mantles of authority being draped over shoulders. It is the transfer of wealth, wisdom, and influence from the hands of the enemy into the hands of the obedient. Still, the clock is ticking. Still, the midnight hour approaches. Putting him first is not something you can schedule for another season. Heaven's alignment is now. The oil is flowing now. The scrolls with your name are being released now. If you wait, the oil will pour somewhere else, and the scroll will be handed to another willing vessel. This is not meant to scare you. This is meant to awaken you. The Spirit is hovering over your life, waiting for your full surrender so he can unleash what has been held back for years. The only thing standing in the way is order. Put him first and watch everything else find its place. Yet, the relationships that are meant to stay will be strengthened. The ones that are meant to leave will fall away without your striving. The resources you need will chase you down. Peace will guard your heart and mind like an army at the gates. But put him second, and the order collapses. Confusion fills the space where clarity could have been. The blessing leaks through the cracks because the foundation is off. This is why the urgency burns in me tonight. Yet, the celestial alignment we are under will not last. Heaven's gates are not held open indefinitely. This is an appointed time, and the page will turn when the hour strikes 12. I see the scene in the spirit. There is a banquet table set in a vast hall of light. Seats are prepared. Plates are overflowing. The sound of music fills the air. But the servants have been told when the clock strikes, the doors will be shut. No one else will enter. Your seat is there. Your name is engraved on it, but you must enter before the doors close. You must choose before midnight. Lay everything at his feet. Not half, not some, all. Place him above the need for approval, above the fear of loss, above the pool of comfort. Say, you are first, now and forever, and watch the chains fall. Watch the blessings rise. Watch the impossible bow at his name. Because when the sun rises after tonight, yet, those who put him first will walk in fields they did not plant, reap harvests they did not sow, drink from wells they did not dig. Yet, and those who didn't will watch from a distance, knowing the moment came and went. The time is short. The choice is sacred, and the midnight hour is almost here. Alignment without action will vanish like the wind. The heavens can position themselves. The stars can fall into perfect order. The portals can open. The angelic hosts can stand ready. But if you do not move, it passes. It drifts away like vapor you try to catch in your hands. I see it now, like a great golden river rushing past the shore. It is dazzling, alive, roaring with power. But it is not still water. It is moving, and it will not circle back to wait for you. Those who stand gazing at it, analyzing, hesitating, will see it disappear into the horizon. The Spirit's alignment is not meant for admiration. It is meant for movement. Heaven doesn't arrange these moments so you can simply feel them. Heaven arranges them so you can step into them. Before midnight tonight, the current will be at its strongest. This is the surge you've prayed for. Yet, this is the wave that can carry you into places your own effort could never take you. But a wave cannot carry those who never leave the shore. Do you remember the manna in the wilderness? It came fresh every morning, but it could not be stored. If they tried to save it, it spoiled. It was heaven's way of saying, move with me daily. Trust me in the moment. This alignment is manna. It is for now, not for later, not for someday. For now. The danger is not that you miss the signs. The danger is that you see them clearly and still do nothing. That is how destinies dissolve. That is how promises fade into what-ifs. Yet, I see the alignment in the Spirit like a rare eclipse. Light and shadow meeting in a way that happens only once in a lifetime. Heaven has tilted the scales in your favor. The enemy's plans are paused. The resistance is weakened. But the moment will not last. Before the clock's final chime, there must be movement. Even if you don't see the full path, step. Even if you only know the first stone, step. Because the path will not be revealed to those who refuse to walk. There are angels standing at gates, holding them open. But when the midnight line is crossed, they will close them with a strength no human can pry open again. You cannot cling to safety and seize destiny at the same time. You cannot keep one foot in the familiar and expect to be carried into the miraculous. The alignment demands all of you. Your trust, your obedience, your yes. I hear the wind of the Spirit, fierce and unstoppable. It is not the gentle breeze you've known before. It is the rushing wind of Acts, the wind that fills rooms, that ignites hearts, that sends people into the streets aflame with holy boldness. That wind is here now, but wind moves. And if you don't set your sails, it will pass you by. This is why hesitation is so dangerous. Yet, the Spirit's movement is like a comet across the night sky, brilliant, unmissable, but fleeting. You either look up and see it, or you keep your eyes on the ground and miss it forever. Do you feel the pull? That tug deep in your spirit is not random. It is heaven saying, now is the time. It is the sound of destiny knocking, and the handle is only on your side. Before midnight, step. Even a trembling step is enough. The alignment is not asking for perfection. It is asking for faith. Heaven can work with faith, but it cannot work with stillness. I see the vision changing. Now it is a train blazing with light. Moving through the station of your life, the doors are open. The seats are empty, waiting for you. But the train will not idle. When the hour comes, the doors will shut, and it will move on without hesitation. There are moments when God makes the journey easier than it will ever be again. This is that moment. The opposition is quieted. The road is clear. The way is straight. But if you do not take it now, the road will shift, the obstacles will return, and the clarity you feel tonight will fade. Step while it is clear. Step while the gates are open. Step while the Spirit's wind is at your back. Because when midnight comes, alignment without action becomes regret. And regret is a prison that chains you to the memory of what could have been. I am telling you with every urgency in my soul, do not let this pass. Do not let this alignment dissolve like mist in the morning sun. You will not get this exact hour again. Move now, all in, no hesitation. Because the midnight hour is almost here, and the heavens will not wait. The Spirit is moving with rivers of light toward you, not a trickle, not a stream. Rivers vast, roaring, unstoppable. I see them flowing from the throne of heaven, cascading in layers of gold, sapphire, and crystal. They move with purpose. They move with urgency. They are coming for you. These rivers are not of this world. They carry healing in their current. They carry revelation in their depths. They carry strength for battles you haven't even faced yet. Every drop is alive with the breath of God, pulsing with creation's first light. But rivers move. They do not pause. They do not wait for hesitation. You must step into them while they are at your feet, or they will pass by and join the ocean of missed moments. Before midnight tonight, these rivers will reach their full tide. The banks are swelling even now. The sound is growing louder. Heaven has set their course toward your life, your house, your calling. But they are not coming to admire you. They are coming to transform you. Step into the water, not ankle deep, not knee deep, all the way in. Let it carry you where your own feet could never take you. Let it wash away the residue of years of struggle. Let it strip you of the dust of the wilderness. I see chains dissolving in the current, melting as if made of wax under a blazing sun. I see old wounds closing without a scar. I see strength rising in those who thought they had nothing left to give. But the rivers will not remain forever. The Spirit's movement is seasonal. It is precise. When heaven sends a current like this, yet, it is because the timing in the unseen has come into perfect alignment. The floodgates are open now, but they will close when the hour shifts. Think of the Jordan in the days of Joshua. The waters piled up for a moment, making a way where there was none, but the moment passed. Those who walked then crossed. Those who hesitated stayed on the wrong side of promise. You are standing at your Jordan now. The river is open. The current is calling. But you cannot stand here forever. The tide will turn. The Spirit's rivers are not just for refreshment. They are for transportation. Yet, they are heaven's way of moving you into places you could never reach by effort alone. To refuse them is to choose the desert when the promised land is within sight. And I hear the clock again, ticking, relentless. Every second is a drop falling into eternity. Before midnight tonight, you must decide. Will you stay on the shore, safe but unchanged? Or will you step into the living waters and let the Spirit carry you into your destiny? There is no halfway surrender here. You cannot dip your toe into revival and expect transformation. This is all or nothing. Full immersion. I see the rivers turning into light as they move, streams of glory weaving through the air like ribbons of fire. They are wrapping themselves around those who step in, marking them, sealing them for the days ahead. These are the ones who will walk in authority when others are still wandering. Do not mistake this for an invitation without urgency. The Spirit is moving now because the hour demands it. The battles ahead will not be won with yesterday's strength. You need what these rivers carry. You cannot face tomorrow with the water from last season. And still, the tide rises. And still, the clock ticks. The sound of the waters is the heartbeat of heaven in this hour. Can you hear it? It is not distant. It is here. It is surrounding you. Every heartbeat, every breath is pulling you closer to the midnight moment when the current will turn. Step in now. Let the river take you. Let the Spirit write His story in your bones, His fire in your veins. Because once the tide turns, you will not be able to summon it again. You will remember this hour. You will remember the pull in your spirit, the sound of the waters, the way heaven leaned over you and said, "Come." And when the sun rises after tonight, those who stepped in will be on the other side, changed, marked, unstoppable. And those who stayed on the shore will watch from a distance, wishing they had moved when the river touched their feet. The waters are here. The time is short, and the Spirit will not wait. When the sun rises after tonight, those who say yes now will step into a new season at sunrise. It will not be like the seasons you have known before. This is not a gradual shift, a slow unfolding. This is sudden, swift, irreversible. One step across the midnight line and everything changes. I see it in the Spirit, like a vast field shrouded in darkness. And then, in one breath, the horizon bursts open with light. Golden rays spill over the earth, flooding every shadow, touching every corner. Yet, those who said yes will feel the warmth first. The light will cling to them, marking them as those who crossed when the gates were opened. This new season is not simply about blessing. It is about positioning. Heaven has been orchestrating this moment so you would be exactly where you need to be when the dawn breaks. Every trial you endured, yet every delay, every unanswered prayer was shaping you for this precise hour. But the sun will not rise for everyone the same way. For those who hesitate, the dawn will be distant. They will see the light touch others and wonder why they are still in the shadows. Before midnight tonight, you must make the crossing. The bridge between seasons is open now, but it is made of light, fragile, holy, temporary. When the hour changes, the bridge will vanish and the distance will be too great to leap. I see angels on the other side of this bridge, holding garments of white, crowns of authority, and scrolls of assignment. These are not trinkets. These are divine tools for the season ahead. They cannot be given to those who stayed behind. And I hear the voice of the Spirit saying, the sun will rise for the willing, willing to leave the comfort of the familiar, willing to trust without all the answers, willing to step into the unknown because the one who calls is faithful. This new season carries a different atmosphere. The air is alive with promise. The ground itself hums with destiny. The rivers we spoke of will now flow through you, not just to you. You will be a carrier of His presence, a walking sign of His favor, a living witness to those who stayed behind that the call was real. But the price of entering is now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, now. The midnight moment will not wait for your convenience. Think of the 10 virgins. The call went out. The bridegroom was coming. 5 were ready. 5 were not. And when the doors closed, they were closed. The oil could not be borrowed. The moment could not be delayed. Yet, and the wedding went on without them. You are standing in that parable tonight. The bridegroom is on his way. The oil is the surrender of your whole life. The lamp is your willingness to carry the flame. Midnight is coming, and the cry has already gone out. When the sun rises after tonight, those who crossed will walk in a realm of favor they have never known. Strategies will come in dreams. Provision will arrive without explanation. Battles will be won before they begin. And peace, the deep, unshakable kind, will guard them like a fortress. But for those who linger, the day will feel heavy. The light will be dim. The path will be harder, the obstacles sharper, because the grace for this transition was missed. Do not gamble with destiny. Do not trade a lifetime of promise for one more hour of comfort. The weight of this hour is eternal. I see the horizon now in full view. The last stars are fading. The sky is changing colors, indigo to violet, violet to gold. The sun is pushing its edge above the line. The moment is almost here. Cross now. Say yes now. Leave the shore, the shadows, the hesitation. Walk the bridge of light before it dissolves beneath your feet. Because when the sun rises after tonight, the line will be drawn. Those who are in will be in. Those who are out will be out, and the new season will begin without delay. This is your moment. This is your dawn. The King is at the threshold, and he is calling your name. The clock is nearly at its final breath. The sky is breaking open, and the time is almost gone.